Starbucks. So today I've got my special guest, Jodie. So Jodie, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do.
I'm Jodie Munshaw. I'm a landscape designer here in Barrie. I'm actually based out of Horseshoe Valley. I've been doing landscape design and garden consultations for the last 20 years. So basically, in short, what I do is I help you plan and problem solve basically anything that's outside your home. So whether you've got a garden that's got a problem and you need some help solving it, or you've got a new home and you've inherited somebody's garden and you don't know what's growing there, or you've got a blank slate and you're trying to plan your perfect outdoor oasis, I can help you make that happen.
Awesome. So where can we find you?
Easiest place is my website, landscapedesignsbyjodie.ca. That'll link you to Facebook, Instagram, and all that type of thing, and give you my contact information.
Awesome. So we are talking customer service this month. So Jodie, what do you feel is good customer service?
Basically listening to your customer. For me, when I go and meet with somebody, I always say I need to meet with everybody who's involved with the project. So sometimes that's one person in a family has taken control of the project, for lack of a better term. So I'll meet with that one person, and sometimes I go and meet with everybody, and that can be from the littlest person in the house to grandma and grandpa, and everybody's got an input. And sometimes that littlest voice is the voice that needs to be heard. That little 2-year-old's got an opinion about what needs to be in that backyard, and their voice needs to be heard, and it's as important as mom and dad's voice. So everybody, it's listening to everybody, and everybody's opinion counts. So that's sort of my input as to what customer service. It's listening and just hearing what they have to say, and it's the good and bad. So everybody will come at you with all these opinions, and I always say, don't tell me what you want, tell me what you don't want, what you don't like. And taking all that information, taking it away, and then coming back to them and saying, okay, this is what I think, and then letting them beat me up, and taking it all and saying, okay, that's great. And it's basically listening and just taking all that, and whether it's letting them vent or say, okay, this is great, I love it. It's basically putting on ears and listening to somebody.
Awesome. So what do you do if you have an unhappy client?
It's the same thing. It's listening to what their concerns are, and then working with them to find a solution. So if it's something went wrong in the design process, or whether we're at the construction phase, where is the problem? And then it's working to find a solution so that we can work past that problem and get them to the next step.
Right, I think people just want to be heard, right?
Exactly. And they want to make sure that we're finding a solution to their problem, instead of just saying, okay, I don't know, we're going to throw up our hands and just walk away from it. We need to get past that problem and work on to the next one. And sometimes it's things that we don't know are going to happen. I always say we can only see what's on top of the ground. We can't see underneath. And there's going to be things that are beyond our control. Right. And sometimes people get upset about it, but it's telling them why it happened and then working past it. So sometimes it's just sitting down and explaining, okay, we've come across a stumbling block, here's how we're gonna fix it, and then everybody's happy and we just keep on moving.
Awesome. So what do you feel companies can do to better improve their customer service? What's a tip you can give?
I think a lot of it is just making sure that everybody's always on the same page, which is why I always stress to contractors I work with and it's selling my service obviously, but it's making sure that you've got a design, or making sure that you've got things in writing and you've got contracts and that type of thing. Everybody's always on the same page. You don't have those miscommunications. Everybody knows what the other person's doing. The other person knows what everybody's responsible for. And then there's not that lack of communication. So you're always communicating you're staying in touch with people, whether it's an email or a text message, just always having that open communication, and you've always got that piece of paper to go back to.
Awesome. It just always boils down to is listening and communication, right? Like that's like the most important thing.
Yeah, exactly. The more you talk to somebody, even if it's a quick text message saying, how did things go today? They know that you're interested in what's going on, and that they can tell you exactly if there's something going on. They don't feel like, oh, okay, am I bugging her, or am I bugging them, telling them what's you know, what I'm not happy about, or that I've got a question. Sometimes people are just afraid to say, you know what, I don't know, can you help me?
Right. Awesome. That's a great tip. And again, this is Jodie, everybody. If you have any questions for her, feel free to leave them in the comments. And again, where can we find you?
Landscape Designs by Jodie.ca.
Awesome. Thanks for being on with me today,
No
Jodie.
problem.
So everybody have an amazing day, and we will check with you later.
Bye.
Bye.